But yeah, it's like as soon as she left, bro, it's like it's like the spell wore off. So I started telling these niggas like, hey bro, do y'all remember when I said John, blah 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 blah? You know what I'm saying? And then I started explaining them that shit, and they were like, yo, that's why I got quiet, you know what I'm saying? And then Ace explained to me, he was like, nigga, that wasn't even the female I thought it was. And I looked at this nigga like, he was like, bro, I swear I'm not even bullshitting, bro. Here, let me show you the picture. And then he showed me the picture. He's like, he asked me, nigga, that doesn't look like her at all, does it? And I said, nigga, that's not her at all. He was like, damn, I just invited that bitch in, right? I said, yeah, nigga, I'm glad you realized that shit. But yeah, bro, y'all, hey, man, make a spell so they gotta ask to come in your auric field. So they have to ask to be around their family, so they have to ask, or so they can't, you know what I'm saying, not even ask. What the fuck you mean have to ask? Or that your auric field, your soul, your spirit, soul and spirit and cells all repel the motherfuckers. My nigga, when I tell you she got scared than a motherfucker. He said what? What he said that? What he said that? See, and the more you drink your cistern, the more you'll become aware, bro. Cause I was able to tell that that bitch was a part of that shit. But the reason I told y'all this story is because today, while I'm sitting here right now, she popped back up. I be seeing her like around town, you know what I'm saying? I know what she is, that she's like a witch or walking daylight reptilian, some shit like that. But I seen her again and she popped up and she came over and we're talking and shit, and I asked her, hey, do you remember when you were talking about John? And I said, who is John? No. I asked her, hey, do you remember when you asked, or when you said we needed to meet someone, and I asked who do you want us to meet, and I said John, and you didn't say anything. Why did you react like that? And she went, oh, it's because I know who you are.